All right, they gotta be in here somewhere. Is that it? Shoot. Hey, baby, you see my wins? No? I don't know where they could be. Just kidding, squad. I know exactly where they're going to be. Their only place they could be is in the war zone. And in order to get the wins, you got to get in the war zone. Today's video, guys, I'm very excited for. All right, I quickly put this one together as I'm going to be heading out for the rest of the week and not going to be able to stream. But here's some key things you can take away for this one. So number one is the mini-map awareness. Okay, this one is the primary focus of today's video. Number two, all right, is going to be other things on the HUD, the heads-up display, that you can take away and apply to the situation that your team is currently in. And then the last thing is always the headset, all right? There's a lot of information that you can discern from just listening closely and then applying what you hear to what you see in the game. All right, guys? So without further ado, let's get right into this Tactical Tuesday video. Appreciate your time. Let's go. Okay, squad, so for this clip, I need you to pay particular attention to my mini-map right now. So what you can see is we've got a bounty. I know he's making movement from my left to the right. And if we take a quick peek at the mini-map, we can see that right up in here that there's a vehicle. Now, if I had taken 2 seconds to look and really digest the information that I'm getting from the mini-map, I would know that this is probably his target. So instead of me trying to aim in, and I'm way off target anyway where he was. This only updates every couple seconds, so he's actually further ahead in this area than it's telling me that he is. I would know that he's probably going for the car, and I can orient onto the car, but instead I don't. I sit here ADS'd looking at absolutely nothing, and then I get the audio cue that he's in the car. And by this time, I'm already too late. He ends up getting away. I don't get any effective shots on him with this gun, and we lose an opportunity here because we weren't paying attention to the mini-map. Obviously. Okay, so in this clip coming up here, I already see a guy coming into Promenade. We already know this place is looted. We're making the assumption, because we haven't seen anything yet, that it's clear. So luckily, I don't push up too far here. Oh, no. But I start taking some shots from the top window. So I immediately relay that information to my team, and I'm going to get to another covered and concealed position now, because right now I'm in the open. Window. I make the decision to grab my loadout. I'm going to get to an advantageous spot where we can start gathering some more information on this firefight. I already called him out knowing that he's in the top window. I'm not entirely sure, guys, don't be this guy over here, okay? I'm not entirely sure why he came out of the building and started advancing towards a hard position. We're already hard pointed. I think he was trying to exploit our loadout being on the ground, but he's already trading fire. I'm not entirely sure what this guy was thinking right here, so let's not be that guy. So we're still looking for his buddy. We know that he's over here somewhere. Somebody else went out back. Now, one quick thing I want you to notice right now, this is something as a team here that we're trying to clean up. So after every game, we usually talk in a chat and try to figure out what we can do better. Right here, I notice it too late, and I'm guilty of this as well, and I know a lot of us are, so this is something we can learn from, is take a peek at my green teammate's cash right now, right? He's sitting on $4,000. Money not being used in the war zone is just wasted money, right? So we could get way more information by either getting a UAV or snagging a kill streak and potentially rooting this guy out from a defensive position. I think he moved. Grab a UAV. Yeah. So we both notice it right now that he's got money for a UAV. He comes back to get one under the cover. And again, not entirely sure what this guy was doing. Just killed your buddy right there. It's behind the porta shitters. And we get the team wipe. Now, one other slight mistake coming out of the team here, right? We told him to go back and grab a UAV with the money in the event that we needed it. Almost simultaneously with the team wipe, we got the UAV hit. So, you know, not horrible, because we're going to look to gather some information off of it anyway, right? So we get the map, and boom, we gather some information. Now, ideally, you want to consolidate, loot this spot right now. If anybody's in the area, they know a firefight just happened here, and boom, right now would be a good time to pop the UAV. These guys would be on it, and we would be able to coordinate the attack. Now, something I want to point out again, right? So I made mention of it in the video right here. All right, so let's get the good snapshot right here. So it's kind of tough to see, all right, but I'll show you an example up here on the screen. But when you get the red enemy dot with an arrow underneath it, they are lower elevation than you. When you do not have an arrow, they are equal elevation, and when you have an arrow above them, they are above elevation of you. So when you're looking at your mini-map, guys, it's not the direction of fire that they're shooting in. It is their elevation relevant to you, all right? So you guys can pay attention to that and gain a lot of information on the mini-map just by that. So I know right now where I am in elevation. Right now, this left guy is showing low. Lower than me. These other two are showing, I think, equal to me. These guys are all lower than us right now. All right, so as you look at my elevation, you can already tell that I'm on the second level / rooftop of this building. I'm on the second level, and you know the buckets up here on this building. So if they were in here, right, they would be showing level to me on the UAV. Now, I already know this building layout, as you guys probably do too, as you've been here. And there's another good snippet. Right here, they are all equal. There's no arrow above or below, and I can discern right now that they are probably on the rooftop level of this building over here. Because there is no second story to that building. Okay, squad, in this next clip, less to do with the mini-map and a little bit more to do with the HUD. That's the heads-up display. That's all the other information that you're getting on the screen, your ammo, your tacticals, your lethals, all right, and then all the information about your team. So right now, in about 10 seconds, I'm going to peek down, and I'm going to make mention to my green teammate that he's got a piece of plate missing, and he might want to, armor back up. Need to play it up, Diesel. You're missing a slice.
Yeah, I didn't want to use my only spare.
Okay, so another good important piece as a team. He says he didn't want to use his only spare. Like, good idea. From time to time, potentially, right? I get where he's going from. It's his only one. He wants to get the max use out of it, but what if the enemy does 245 damage to him and he goes down, but he wouldn't have gone down if he had 250? So something as a team we need to get better at. Communicating when I have more than enough plates. Hey guys, just picked up a satchel. I'm sitting on 8. Does anybody need any? Then he could be like, yeah, 6. I need a couple spares. I'm only sitting on 1. Vice versa too. If you're the person that needs something, whether it be ammo, whether it be a plate, whether it be money for a self-res, you need to speak up, right? So now, unfortunately, we're in a lull. But if we had run into a fight earlier and he uses his only plate, and I'm sitting on 8 and I don't need any of them, like, we have wasted resources on the team. They need to be spread loaded so everybody can stay healthy in the next firefight. Oh, I got 8. Okay, so we get the clue that an enemy UAV is overhead. We do not have our second loadout yet, so we're currently on it. So we need to get over here and get ghosted up. All right, now, again, if they're looking at their mini-map and doing a good job, they're going to know we just disappeared from their UAV, and they can reasonably assume that we picked up Ghost. So if they're going to make a push into town here, or you're going to make a push into a town knowing that an entire team of 3 just disappeared from the mini-map, they either got ghosted or they got wiped. Either way, there's somebody there. So definitely some information that you can pick up if you're paying attention to the mini-map. Every time you pop a UAV, you should hit your map button at the same time to gather all necessary information as it's going up. So here at 920, I want you to keep an eye. My eyes, 1 time on the mini-map. 2 times on the mini-map, 3 times on the mini-map. I'm going to pull up the map. Where are the nearest buy stations? Make the idea. Let's go camp it right now. See if we can't kill anybody coming to it. 3 times to the mini-map. 4 times to the mini-map. A lot of UAVs going overhead. If we're within 250 meters, we're not going to be on any of their UAVs.
We can get self-res for free.
So if you paid attention to my eyes there, looked at the minimap quite a few times to discern a lot of information about firefights. And I'm also listening to see if I can hear any firefights because we're approaching a buy station looking to utilize the fire sale that's coming up. Got any money in here? I'm going to fast forward here to about 1040. So at 1040...
Airstrike coming in. Airstrike coming
At 1040... All right, I want you to take a peek at the minimap. I'm going to back this back up. So,
coming back in the door from the buy.
Enemy UAV overhead. Our UAV is not picking up anything, but check this out, guys. Our UAV was not picking him up because he's ghosted, but look at this. It is now a red dot. All right, he's shooting an unsuppressed weapon. I just got all the information I needed. All right, I got a teammate going down. His call out was good. All right, he said he was over here. He ended up pinging the contract, which is fine. I know the general direction, but this guy's not using a suppressed weapon. I know exactly where he's at. He's at the corner of the damn wall over here, and I'm gonna make movement over here to get some shots on him. Again, my partner downed him. He's not coming in on the UAV. I'm able to hold this corner and start laying into their teammates.
We get a ping. Oh, there's one low. Yep, one low.
You can reasonably assume this dude's got a self-res.
I hit him with that stun.
Boom. Guys, this entire team wipe was merely because I was able to look at the minimap and discern where they were. If that guy had a suppressed weapon, it would have been a lot tougher. My movements would have had to have been slightly more calculated, maybe a little bit more cautious, but I knew generally where the fires were coming from because I had a good ping from my teammate. He was calm when he went down. He immediately pinged and able to orient the team onto where we needed to focus, and we were able to get that team wipe. I'm going to fast forward again here to 1137. Now, 1137, you're going to listen, if you can, listen closely, and I'll turn this up a little bit here. You're going to be able to hear footsteps running around the outside of the building. Now, it's going to be tough to tell. Yeah, he's out. But you hear how quickly those footsteps were moving, and when that happened, I immediately looked at the minimap to check my teammates. Now, my teammates are just doing circles, looking around left and right, maybe walking, all right? There's nobody moving that quickly. So somebody is outside the building right now. No? Yep. Now that was my teammate opening the door. Nope.
No,
but prior to that, somebody was making movement outside. Weren't able to discern where he came from exactly. So watch closely here. Yeah, he's on the roof.
Which one?
Ooh, I downed one.
I downed another one.
Okay. I'm going to finish my res. Reasonable assumption that my teammate downed the guy that we heard. So what I think happened was this guy was making movement on the short side of we call this the Pancake House, IHOP, whatever you call this place. He was making on the short side, so closer to his teammates, and then ended up not committing to going inside the building and came up on this side, went to go back in, and I think that's where my partner downed him, and he was able to stay safe. So knowing I got one down or traded some damage, I did get him down, and he got it down. My teammate is now repositioning to potentially find the third guy, and nobody commits to going inside the building, which isn't bad because the fire shotgun is running rampant lately. And as you can see, I'm tired of it. Except I use it every once in a while. It's kind of fun. But I digress. So, information gained via the headset. Communicate that to my teammates, and we're able to get a pair of downs.
Where'd you get hit from, Palmer?
I think he's coming around to me.
And try and work this fight. So, as we continue this firefight that's going on around here, you're going to see that we become what I call information. We become information starved. Okay, we get another down right here. I don't even know if this is the same team anymore. I got two teammates down. We're information starved. We're getting hit from everywhere. This is why I do not enjoy being inside of a building, right? Here we go. Whoop-de-doo. This recon flyover does nothing, not much for me, man. It doesn't tell me anything I don't quite already know. We do get a guy on here. He's pushing. He's running around outside. This guy's not going to commit to the house to where we can kill him. He starts getting shot from another teammate. I stupidly go out there and lose a tick on my plate. I'm just getting frustrated at this point because I don't have the information I need. I can't see out, and we're just kind of pinned. So he gets no information from his stun. Again, I'm still looking at the mini-map as I'm trading with this guy, and I don't see anything. Again, a quick look at the mini-map. I'm not seeing anything. They're everywhere, right? So not a good place to be. This is why being inside of buildings is not good. So I make the decision here with my teammate to get out and start moving back into town. And we do end up getting out of this situation and moving forward with the game. Now I want to jump forward a little bit towards the end game for this one. So another fight coming up here inside of hospital, right? So I end up calling both teammates back into the game. We regroup, reset, and we're making our way through hospital to get into the pushing zone. Now, if you watched one of my first Tactical Tuesday videos, you'll know I talked about something called implicit and explicit communication. Implicit meaning we don't have to talk. We're just feeding off of each other. That's exactly where you want to get to in a game like this. And explicit is me, telling my teammate exactly what I need him to do, him telling him exactly what I need to do, and vice versa. Explicit, like orders and direction and things are coming out of my mouth. Implicit, we're just working off each other without communication. So you'll see here, we get in here, my teammate, my last teammate through the door immediately sees somebody, and rather than saying anything, I mean, what do? You just start shooting. And I take a peek at the mini-map. I immediately turn around because I can hear where I think he's shooting. I just watched the tracers of his bullets, guys. That's all I picked up for information here. Watch this. All right, so Rogue Farmer's going to be the last one through the door coming up here. I peek right. I don't see anything. I go left. Rogue Farmer comes through. I see the tracers coming across my screen. I see him coming across this way. So instead of focusing on here, I look to the tracers. I move left, and then there's my guy right here. There he is. All right, so that's the kind of stuff that you and me as a player can continue to get better at. That is implicit communication. I'm following his tracers rather than be like, where is he, man? Where is he, man? Where are you shooting? Ping him. I do that sometimes in a wide open environment, especially when he's hitting a snipe shot. But inside of this building, man, like how much, I don't have a whole lot to look at. Like, let me help find this man. All right. And then boom, we put a little doof and we get him down. I'm not going to waste too much time. Gas going to eat him up. I'm just going to protect my back. Got it. We get over here. Some more implicit comms. my teammate's shooting this way. I'm going to get over here and get up in this dude's grill. A little doof, 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 doof. Little GG, GG, you know what I'm saying? So, right there, guys, just a decent look at some implicit communication between the team where everybody's staying calm and we're watching each other's backs. That's the kind of efficiency that I just really enjoy in the game. So let's watch it all the way through. We go right. We can still stay inside.
Ooh.
Enemy
Enemy
UAV overhead.
Oh. Gotta go.
Got him. He's down. He's down.
Okay.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Enemy UAV overhead. There are 24 enemies still out there. Kill them.
He threw a grenade.
Enemy UAV overhead.
That's it, guys. All right, that's it. That's just implicit comms. It's not freaking out in an indoor firefight where stuff's hectic anyway. That little snippet right there is where I want to get to in almost every single fight that you get into. It's great when you can pass efficient communication. You know, it's nice if when I turned right, he was like, "Hey, you know, back over the ledge or over the desk or something like that." But you know, sometimes there's just not enough time. If he's focusing, aim down his sights, and he's getting shots on this guy and stressing him out, like I'm good with that, man. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna help my buddy out. Okay, so last tidbit for this. All right, so after we push,
Loadout drop headed your way.
after we push through,
Objective is to eliminate.
after we push through here, all right, we're gonna get a mini map, or excuse me, we're gonna get a main map shot here in a second, and what you're gonna see is that I called my teammates back in, and they don't have their loadouts yet. We have our loadout drop right here, but the map and the zones coming up, right, are not going to really tailor towards what, you know, where the loadout is not conducive to us being in a good position by the end of this game. So I always say, in my opinion, like, position wins games. It just does. How many times have you guys had a really, really good game but got out-positioned, or you just got unlucky with the final zone? You got zone boned, I think is something Stone Mountain coined, is where I first heard it anyway on his stream. So, you know, we got a couple decisions here, right? So they make mention of wanting their loadout, and we take one peek at it right here, and we could run 121 meters out there and get it and really put ourselves out of position, because check it out. If you listen to the comms of the team, I asked Rogue Farmer to get a UAV. He buys the UAV right as the bounty target gets poached, and we get the poached money for that. If he hadn't bought the UAV, we would have had money for a loadout and could have thrown one a little closer. But because he got the UAV and gained all of the information that you can see right here in the mini-map, I've got a team of at least 2 to my left. I have a team of at least 3 to my north, right? So to my direct front and to the left, I have at least 2 teams on the map that are showing up right now on here. So knowing where we are on the map, I would much rather have this high position in the zone than to get stuck down here in between the 2 guys. Do not get stuck between 2 teams. If you have a choice, you have to push one of the fights. All right, you got to either push the fight to the left or push the fight to the right. And as you can see, pushing the fight to the right here would get us in the wide open and doesn't really lead us anywhere. So I tell my team I really want the high ground. It's not worth getting over there. We really need to fight this off. All right, so we're going to make movement under cover of some of the trees. There we go. We got it down. We got a good down. We're getting shot at right now. We need to get in zone, and we are. And many times I've run up this hill and know where the pathways are. All right, so we're going to get up here and do the best we can to push this fight to clear the zone. I'm going to pop my dead silence. I'm still peeking my mini-map. I don't see anything, but I hear it. Now I see the mini-map with the UAV pop from my teammate. I know I can get up here and make it rain with the doof-doof. Little Semtex. Oop, they're a little closer than I thought. Little doof-doof. little team wipe. Easy peasy, squeezing the lemon squeezies.
Why am I stuck?
I mixed that up on purpose.
That loadout just disappeared.
Okay, great. All right, so now we've cleared that team that was on the UAV to our left. We have the high ground. We are in position to potentially win this game. It's pretty much ours to lose at this point. All right, so we skip ahead just a little bit. All right, and we're gonna gather some more information. I'm gonna keep clearing the edge of the zone, guys. In this situation, clear the edge of the zone. You don't want a surprise behind you or to your left or to your right. All right, this terrain in front of me is going to protect me from enemy fire as long as I'm behind it. I can let these guys finish out themselves. In this particular case, we're in a kill race tournament. I would love to get over here and try and get these kills. But at the same time, the difference between second place and first place is around 4 or 6 points, right? So there's not really an easy 4 or 6 kills to grab over here because a lot of the map is still in play with all these buildings. So I'd rather just play for the win here.
Why can't I hit anything with SPR? I don't know how to use it.
What, shoot?
I know, but it's not like my kilos.
So we're gonna keep closing. We're gonna keep closing the circle down.
There's one
3v2.
that dropped.
All right, it's a 3v2 situation. My teammate's gonna get a great snipe to put one down. But they're probably low, right?
Anthony, you
I've got
want
a
to change it?
precision.
Take your ping out.
Head
I
now.
gotta be-
Disregard that.
They gotta be low.
Oh, he's right here,
Yeah,
right
they
here.
gotta be sitting under that roof.
Head now.
Downed him.
Boom. Okay, so
There's one.
Be advised. Friendly
Oh, he's
precision.
So I know that this last guy that he downed is very far to the right over here, okay? So if it's a 1v3 now, essentially. If this guy has a self-res, I mean, he's going to pop that junk in the gas, so hopefully he has a gas mask. But really, I'm most concerned about where the last guy is now, and my teammate calls him out,
Under the bridge.
says he's under the bridge. So
Yep,
I'm going to position myself in onto the bridge here. We got the gun run. The A-10s came in, and we're able to get rid of that down. Now we're going to listen closely.
Did you get the kill on that one, Anthony?
You hear
I
the
did,
cough?
I did.
Did you hear the cough?
All right. Oh yeah. 3v1.
he's
He's down
going
under the bridge.
He's coming up around the other side of the bridge, trying to get creative. There it is.
Got him.
You earned the win.
All right, so in that last part there, I could hear him, all right? I could hear him coughing in the gas. I held it firm. It was long enough that, like, you know what, if he's not coming up around through the way I think he's going, he's probably trying to get creative and go around, and we were able to pull the win out there. So, guys, this is just a really good example of some after action on myself and my teammates. We're all humble. We got thick skin. We can take it. We do this as often as we can post-match after the game, and we just talk about how we see the game so we can better learn each other implicitly. So I hope this brought a lot of small things that you could pull out of your own gameplay and between you and your friends, and you can apply next time going into the war zone.